Enhancing student learning outcomes through a judicious use of blended learning approaches continues to develop traction across the Australian higher education sector. During 2014, James Cook University launched its blended learning policy and subsequently adopted a collaborative, whole-of-institution approach to developing and supporting its implementation. One of the key issues identified early in the implementation of the policy was how to effectively and efficiently support both academic and professional staff to engage with evolving learning technologies and implement them into their practice in a sustainable way. The Going Viral project, funded by the Australian Office for Learning and Teaching, used a case study approach to investigate existing informal networks of staff at the university. These aims were proposed as a means of investigating the types of leadership roles staff are adopting around the use of learning technologies. The project aimed to collect evidence of innovative technological leadership from professional and academic staff in supporting and enhancing student learning. To increase our understanding of how these patterns of behaviour and/or beliefs related to the theoretical framework proposed by Cluett and her colleagues, and to suggest how these interconnections might be harnessed to create the recommended scaffolded network that will allow for effective informal personal communications to be established, developed and sustained, resulting in highly effective, innovative use of technologies for learning, for the benefit of all stakeholders within the university learning communities. After conducting interviews and focus groups, the project team mapped each network structure against the viral leadership theoretical framework proposed by Cluett, Skeen and Pegram in 2011 as part of the ALTC Viral Leadership Project. Viral leadership was described by Cluett and her colleagues as the promotion of ideas, knowledge and skills on an ad hoc basis via informal personal connections based on mutual interest and enthusiasm. The authors identified 6 levels of infectors in the framework. These range from super infectors to edge and niche infectors. This is the structure of the viral leadership framework. Super infectors were described as key points of contact within their network and are people who see opportunities to collaborate across the university using ideas and projects as the driver. They spread their ideas virally and infect new staff. Regular infectors constitute the bulk of the network and infect a moderate number of staff. They seek to build their own skills and are largely responsible for expanding the network. Niche infectors seek specific connections in the network that support their work. They only infect or are infected by people that are relevant to them and do not connect outside this niche. Edge infectors have a casual interest in the network and are infected by it, but do not infect others. They participate solely for their own development. Surface infectors are strong advocates for the network and are active infecting new staff, however participate minimally themselves. Finally, formal infectors actively promote the network as part of their official role. It is important to note that these categories are not mutually exclusive. They describe tendencies, not fixed characteristics. For example, someone can be a regular infector in one network and a niche infector in another. 4 viral networks were mapped and named according to how their respective superinfectors describe themselves or their interactions with their network members. After each of the networks were mapped, key enablers and barriers to sustainable learning technology use were proposed. The key enablers identified were active in-network professional development that focused on a limited number of learning technologies and significant informal sharing of ideas and approaches to learning technology use. In contrast, key barriers identified were a lack of time to learn and enact the learning technologies and insufficient central institutional support. Viral networks present an ideal opportunity for informal sharing of ideas and practices that work in specific disciplinary contexts. In order to maximise best practice and sustainable learning technology use, it is suggested that super and regular infectors be supported by the central unit with associated masterclass professional development sessions. Central staff attend in-network professional development sessions to make sure that the right messages are being conveyed. Central staff should also take opportunities to actively seed new networks. And finally, that opportunities for interactions between the networks are actively promoted. The project team would like to thank our colleagues who participated in the project. We would also like to thank our critical friend and other higher education academics that provided critical feedback during the project. For further information, please contact the project leader, Catherine Meldrum. Thank you.